What's going on, everybody? You know what time it is, man. This is one of those new episodes or new shows, I should say. Where we're taking it through Atlanta, and I called it Review ATL. All right, and I wanted to start I would call it an intimate. Let's see, an intimate amusement park. Is that possible? But anyway, listen, I'm live in that record, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm at the Life Show media production studios right now, and I got all the tea, no pun intended. That's why you got the two cups behind me, because I got all the tea. It's right here. But listen, today we're gonna be talking about Fun Spot Atlanta and their new roller coaster, which you just saw, snippets about, and it's called Air Force One. All right, this is a new RMC roller coaster. For those, RMC is like how can I say it? The BMWs, the Mercedes, the Teslas of making cars. Okay, but they make roller coasters, of course. They make all your well known roller coasters that you hear at Busch Gardens, even here at Six Flags over Georgia. The Twisted Cyclone. The Twisted Cyclone used to be an all wooden roller coaster until RMC got their hands on it, and they turned this wooden roller coaster into like an inversion, like with metal tracks now. It's still wooden, it has the wooden beams, but you have the metal tracks, and instead of the old school days with the wooden roller coaster would have your bunny hop hills. You have your first drop, and then your medium drop, and then your bunny drops, and then your turns and twists and all of that. Now you have inversions. Now these wooden coasters, if you will, go upside down with many, you could say twists and turns, barrel rolls, and all of that great stuff. So that leads me and segued me right into Fun Spot Atlanta. Okay, so Fun Spot Atlanta is located in Fayetteville, Georgia, right? Fayetteville, Georgia, it's about 20 minutes outside of Atlanta, right? You're not too far from the major airport at Hartsfield International Airport. Uh, this park is very, very intimate. And what I mean by intimate, I mean like state fair size, okay? It gives you that state fair kind of a carnival feel and environmental vibe, if you will. Okay, very kid friendly, very financially friendly, also. Okay, uh, this is a great part for starters. For those who are not the roller coaster enthusiasts, for those who don't really care for amusement parks, but you just want to, hey, get on a couple of rides here or there. This is that part for you. All right. But with that being said, why am I doing this video? Why am I doing this video? Because this small park just managed to spend $18 million. $18 million on a new roller coaster in this very impacted park, if you will. And it sticks out like I would say a brand new building, in a new city, if you will. You know what I'm saying? You can't help but miss it when you drive down Highway 85 going to the Fayetteville Pavilion. You will see it on your left hand side. It's sitting right off of Highway 85. It looks pretty. It looks new. It smells new. It rides new. Okay, if you hear me. All right. And this bad boy is phenomenal. Phenomenal, right? Awesome ride. Let me give you the specs real quick, and I deep dive into the prices and the comparisons that everybody's been asking about. What's the difference between Fun Spot Atlanta and Six Flags over Georgia, right? Again, Air Force One, new roller coaster here at Fun Spot Atlanta, was built by the manufacturer, the Rocky Mountain Construction Company. All right. This the drop, your first drop is 146 feet. Now, a lot of you may say that's not high at all. There's roller coasters that's out there that's like 335, 425, all of that great stuff. Don't let that first drop fool you, all right? Don't let it fool you, because once you get out of that first drop, you go into they call it a Raven's twist. All right. And what it is, it goes up. Like normally when you go down a hill, you go into another hill and then you go into like a curve or turn or whatever the case may be. No, you're going down your first drop and you're going into a Raven's twist, just like my hand. Doom and all right, just like that. All right, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And this thing has four inversions, all right? Four inversions. And that is like you gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. And you're gonna feel it. And as I'm looking at the specs here, it says that the G force at 3.75. All right. That means that this roller coaster is literally pulling your body in every which way that it wants to pull you. Okay. I will say this. Oh, I will say this. If you have thighs, if you have thighs, I'm talking about if you got the monstrous thighs, if you got the thunder thighs, if you got thighs on you, man, woman, whatever the case may be, you're going to feel it. There are no over the shoulder restraints. Everything is lap bar. So when going back to what I just said, you're going to feel everything on this roller coaster. Every single thing. Not necessarily in a bad way, all right? Um, but close to the end. Because after, like I said, after your first drop, after the Ravens twist, then you go up this other hill that it kind of goes sideways. It goes sideways up the hill and then flips on the right side so you can go down. Again, a lot of inversions. All right, if like your mind is like kind of telling you that you're going to go straight, but the roller coaster says, no, we're going this way. So that gives you the thrill of like, oh my God, this thing has a mind of its own, you know. So it's a great ride. Um, and then this thing has a barrel roll over the roof of the arcade. So they built part of this ride over the arcade of the amusement park here at Fun Spot Atlanta, and you literally barrel roll, y'all. Here's the roof. You literally barrel roll over that bad boy, just like that. And like it's almost like they made it so tight that it's like seamless of you like missing the beams, if you will. Believe me, you're far from it. But when you're on the ride, it just because you're going so fast, it looked like you may smack one of them bad boys. Just bing, 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 bing. That's you know what I mean. But you're not. I guarantee you're not. But behind that arcade building, once you go over that barrel roll, is where I call it the devil's sparrow, where you go into a sparrow, and then all of a sudden it corkscrews over and goes, back over the arcade, and then you get into these bunny hops. These bunny hops is what hurts your thighs. If you have thighs, you're going to feel it. All right, you're going to feel it all. You're going to feel it all. I think it's about three bunny hops. One, hurt. Two, hurt. Three, and then it goes up this next hill, which is not high. Goes up this next hill where you go into the stop brakes of the roller coaster. Now, I just want y'all to pay attention. I never said that this ride had brakes in between the duration of the ride, did I? No. Once you go down that hill, there is no brakes until the end, and you hit them brakes hard, yo. As soon as you go up that little hill, it goes right into the brakes. It's ba 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 ba. You're gonna feel it. Like you're going forward. The momentum is gonna pull you forward once you stop. So, like I said, if you have thighs, yes, you're going to feel it. But overall, I give this roller coaster a 9 out of 10. Only reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is only because of it being uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of rides, and so far, I'm not the only one who says that. Even smaller people has said that the ride is a little bit uncomfortable at the end. when you get to those bunny hops because it is taking a toll on your thighs like no other. You hear what I'm saying? But the great thing about Fun Spot Atlanta that is very affordable, guys, very affordable. So again, if um, if you want a single day pass where you get a wristband, you can ride all the rides. You can do so for I think $39.99, $40. You know, tax baby 44, 45. All right, not bad at all. Where you can ride all the rides. Again, this park is not set up like a Six Flags, like a I would say like a premium park, if you will. Again, this park is very intimate. Um, it's very small. And I think that's the only thing that this park lacks because now that you built this $18 million roller coaster, um, that is pretty much all it has to offer besides the carnival rides that are there. Now they're very big. Fun Spot America is very known for its go karts. They have, I believe, four go kart tracks, and one of them is really dope. It's called Samson, where it goes up a ramp. You know, you're going up the ramp and then you go down and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a dope part, but I just don't want people to expect to be there all day like you would do at a premium park like a Six Flags. All right. And this is where we get into the comparisons. All right. Fun Spot Atlanta, you can pay for it. You can pay for individual rides. They have that financial operation ran just like a state fair. If you want to ride all the rides, you pay that $40 for the wristband, and you can ride all the rides. If you just like, hey, I just want to ride, that set ride may have a price. Or if you just a spectator, I ain't trying to ride no rides. I'll call you guys the bag carriers. Hey, I carry your bag. I watch you. Blah 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 blah. The spectators, you can get in for free. Unlike your premium parks like Disney, Six Flags, and all of that, whether you ride or you don't ride, you have to pay to get in. Fun Spot Atlanta, they don't play that. If you're just spectating, you can come in for free, but you can't ride the ride. And they are no if if you kind of sneaking on the ride or not because they do scan your wristband in the queue line. So for all of those, I was like, oh, I can just get in. No, you can't because I got to scan your band. So that's how it works. But so getting back to the comparisons is that again, Fun Spot, your duration there, you can knock out that whole park within 2.5 hours. All right. You're not going to spend a 4 day there like you would do at Six Flags because Six Flags again has it's considered the premium park, if you will, and it's only considered a premium park because it has more to offer in their ride selections, more roller coasters, more attractions, and things of that nature. So that's the only reason why it gets the premium tag. But overall, Fun Spot Atlanta, I do suggest you guys going there. Parking is nothing but I believe $5. When I went for the grand opening, it was free. You see what I'm saying? So not a bad deal. I had three kids. I paid for all three of them and myself, and I paid I believe $150 for all four of us. And we rolled into our hearts with roll all the rides into our hearts was content. So that's really that. They do have an arcade, like I was saying earlier about the roller coaster. The bumper cars are inside the arcade. The food quality is the normal pizza and hot dogs. They do have the Auntie pretzel company there. That's fairly new. Matter of fact, that is new because I don't think they had it last year. So that food truck is there. So again, guys, check them out, support them. Fun Spot Atlanta is definitely a great place for you and your family to go. If you want to knock out a quick 2 to 3 hours, and you can support the $18 million roller coaster that they have, which is called Air Force One, because I guarantee you, it's a great ride. It's a great roller coaster. It is a great roller coaster. So make sure you guys go out there, support them. And if when you see somebody that worked there, tell them DJ Preach sent you. You know what I mean? So again, um, 20 minutes outside of Atlanta, right in Fayetteville, Georgia, and you're about 40 to 45 minutes from Six Flags over Georgia. But again, I recommend going to Fun Spot Atlanta in Fayetteville, Georgia. All right, guys, this has been another review of the ATL, and this has been the episode of Fun Spot Atlanta. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got full of tea. Now, I will see you in the streets of Atlanta. Peace.